So, Seb, how did the Warrior Academy start?
So the Warrior Academy started in 2010, and essentially I was traveling, I was sort of backpacking around Asia at the time. I was about 19, and I was training in Thai boxing camps. For about 6 months I was training in Thai boxing camps. I flew back to the UK and became a personal trainer. I wanted to do something physical and active. I didn't want to be stuck behind a desk while I was working, so created a lifestyle for myself where I could be doing exactly that. My first job as a personal trainer was actually taking over a Thai boxing club. So the Warrior Academy essentially started with an adult Thai boxing club. It was in a fairly rundown gym at the time, and basically we had, I think, about 15 to 20 young men who were sort of 15 to 18 years old. And they really came from quite challenging backgrounds. A lot of them were, sleeping rough, or they were kicked out of their homes. They were going through some domestic abuse. There was, all sorts of negative experiences that were coming down from the community they were in and the lack of guidance or role models they had. And so this Thai boxing club really just became a kind of savior for them. And I saw them completely change and develop from that. I think within the first year, we had something like 10 national champions from that first class. And so for me, I felt totally inspired watching the impact martial arts had on young men at the time. And this club went from a really kind of testosterone-fueled club to something with a far more calm kind of presence. As soon as you walked in, there was this level of respect that I didn't have before. And what I realized is that we were actually changing the sort of moral compass of these young men. And what I realized was that because of the impact of the class and the club, they were making better decisions. They were changing who they were hanging around with. They were making healthy decisions. Their decisions came from a point of valuing their health and their longevity more than anything else. So, we really saw them completely change because of it. What I decided to do was, I was speaking to them, and I thought, what if I had found them when they were 10 years younger, 5, 6, or 7 years old? How would the course of their life be different? And I really wanted to pursue that. And so what I decided to do was to start Warrior Academy clubs with a focus on character development. So rather than the focus being Thai boxing, the focus was in character development. And it was a mixture of martial arts that we used at the time. So freestyle Taekwondo encompassing other styles, but with that focus on developing things like confidence, conduct, concentration, and really giving that, that experience of a moral compass. And so, we launched in primary schools across England. I think in the first year we had about 200 students. It grew and grew and grew, and to the point where we had about 500 to 1,000 students in the UK training throughout the year. And then in 2017, we were actually voted top 5 in the UK for activities for children. So not just for martial arts, but all activities for children, which was a real amazing award, and we're very proud of that. 2018, I flew to Dubai. I was visiting a friend in Dubai and decided to pursue moving the Warrior Academy here. How could we start up the Warrior Academy in a whole new city? Initially, we were going to do London. We wanted to test the Warrior Academy somewhere urban, but Dubai sounded like a big challenge, a bit of an adventure. So we moved the Warrior Academy to Dubai. All the clubs in the UK carried on. We moved to Dubai, and then at that point, things picked up very, very quickly. I think within the first 3 months, I was found by the royal family here, and I started working directly with the royal family. So I was flying between the UK and Dubai every single week. And then our clubs really picked up, and we had about 300 students training in our clubs across Dubai. It grew and grew and grew to the point where in 2020, sort of in the middle of the pandemic, we made a really bold move to launch a full-time academy. We weren't able to do our classes in schools. A lot of halls were restricted. And we really wanted to give our students the physical presence that they needed with all the safety measures involved. And that's exactly what we did. So where I'm standing right now is the first Warrior Academy Character Development Center. And again, that grew very quickly as well, to the point now, it's now early 2022. We've got almost 1,000 students now in 3 dojos and 5 offices here. And our goal over the next 3 years is to open up in 9 cities across the Gulf. But our big vision is to have a Warrior Academy community in every single continent. And the way in which we want to do that is through scholarship academies. So by a scholarship academy, I mean a completely free academy, where we're actually helping children develop their character in places like Ethiopia, Manila, Mumbai, and many more. So that's our big vision here at the Warrior Academy, and that's basically the journey and where it all started.